800-457-8287. 800-457-8287. 800-457-8287.
At U.S. Bank, just picture what you can do with a low home equity rate. Cook up a new kitchen, say ID to the perfect wedding. If you can picture it, you can do it with a U.S. Bank home equity line of credit. Apply today at your local U.S. Bank. Visit usbank.com. Go ahead, bring your dreams to life. You've got the strength of U.S. Bank behind you. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Join Jeff Christian, internationally known expert on energy efficiency, August 31st at the TJ Health Pavilion for a free program on tips and ideas to help you save electric energy and your dollars. Mr. Christian is a past director and building research engineer for Oak Ridge National Laboratory and was energy consultant on the ABC TV show Extreme Makeover. 2 sessions will be held. One is from 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. and repeated from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. The Glasgow City Bus will be running a special route that day for those who need transportation with pickups at 7 shelter bus stops throughout the city, beginning at 1 p.m. and again at 5 p.m. and returning to the shelters immediately following the sessions. Or if you're a Glasgow EPB Electric customer and are unable to use the bus service, you may call 270-659-3508 no later than noon on the 31st to request transportation. Plan now to attend one of these informational sessions August 31st.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Beautiful weather over the next few days. Not expecting much in the way of even cloud cover, especially on through today. And the numbers will stay down. May have some showers, thunderstorms in here by Monday afternoon. Jury's still out what happens with Harvey. Powerful hurricane getting ready to slam into the Texas coast. And that thing could linger for days. All right, so that's going to be the big story weather-wise across the country. And our story is going to be the beautiful weather over the next few days. And possibly next week, some of that moisture getting here, we'll have to see. Forecast guidance in a longer range all over the place with that. A few clouds this morning, pleasant. This afternoon, a few clouds around and pleasant, 82. Tonight, clear, 56. Tomorrow, sunny. Sunday, sunny. Highs low to mid-80s. Maybe some thunderstorms by Monday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. At 8 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's look at the current conditions. Our barometer this morning is at 30.11. Humidity at 89%. Winds out of the northeast at 3 miles an hour. No precip in the past 24 hours and a very pleasant 57-degree temperature reading as we get our start on this Friday morning here on WCLU. And it's time for us to go to the newsroom, get our first check of local news here this morning with WCLU News Director Angela Briggs. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Henry. Cave City Police arrest a Tennessee couple on drug charges. Cave City Police Officer Paul Reynolds arrested 25-year-old Francis Sinnard of Nashville yesterday evening. Officer Reynolds has seen a silver 2000 Honda SUV driving in a careless manner on 31. After making a traffic stop and a brief investigation, K9 Jax was deployed, and he gave a positive indication on the vehicle. Sinnard was arrested, charged with careless driving, carrying a concealed deadly weapon, which was a handgun. No license, no insurance, operating a motor vehicle while under the influence of drugs, possession of marijuana, drug paraphernalia, possession of a controlled substance, and no registration plates. 23-year-old DeMarcus Hay, also of Nashville, was arrested, charged with 1 count of public intoxication. Both were lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. And a Tennessee man was arrested Wednesday after taking plea. A passenger inside the Maxfield vehicle was not charged. And the cones have been moved away and no more wondering if they'll get your payment. Well, now that's just a thing of the past. After working out the kinks in their new payment kiosk system, the Glasgow Electric Plant Board's payment kiosk is up and running and will certainly save customers a lot of time. Along with being able to use the kiosk, mosquito spraying activities in 6 zip codes. Sarah Moyer, Director of Public Health and Wellness in Louisville, said in a statement that it's common to find infected mosquitoes this time of year, and residents could take precautions such as wearing bug repellent outside at dusk and dawn and removing standing water from around their homes. Most people infected by the virus have mild symptoms, but serious illness can occur. Last year, one Louisville resident died from West Nile.
Launched McDonald's new signature sriracha sandwich, and they decided to turn it up. It's topped with crispy onions, fresh baby spinach, and kale. Onions and baby green. That's that's not all. They decided to turn it up even more. They created an exclusive Sriracha Mac sauce with just the right kick of spice. Yeah, but it's here only for a limited time. The McDonald's signature Sriracha sandwich. Where are you going?
BR Tire. We're always on call and we answer the call. We know that's what keeps our loyal customers coming back season after season, year after year. With so many vying for your business, improving our service is not just a good practice, it's a necessity. From our
service and our huge selection. So if you do drink alcohol, we want you to do so responsibly. Get the service you deserve in our store or in our convenient drive-thru ready for you. We built our store from the ground up to ensure the largest selection and variety. But if we don't have, we'll appreciate your business here at Fire Pit Spirits in Glasgow.
Mom, are we at Parrish Carpet Store yet? Wow! Boring. All that carpeting. Look how soft the carpet is.
Hey boys, y'all come back to Parrish.
I'm sure glad we came to Parrish Carpet.
Pins and eat some of the best cobbler in the state? Well, you can find out that and more in this morning's top story at 7. Kentucky Democratic Party Chair Overly stepping down. State Democratic Party's governing board to form a committee to search for her replacement. As certain, but she wants to remain in public service. Overly has been mentioned as a possible 6th congressional district candidate next year, or as a candidate in the 2019 governor's race. She was a Democratic nominee for lieutenant governor in this district since 2008, which includes Bourbon, Bath, and Nichols counties as part of Fayette County. She was elected House Majority Caucus chair in 2013. Party spokesman Brad Bowman said Overly will remain chairman of these recommendations. According to a new study, 25 million people who Thursday shows the 13-state region lags the rest of the country, a testament to the opioid addiction crisis. Central Appalachia, which is mostly eastern Kentucky, was the worst of the worst. It led all disease, cancer, lung disease, injuries, and diabetes. And Tracy volunteer fire departments responded. With WCLU Local News, I'm Angela Briggs at 6:17 a.m., 57 degrees.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Ed Huckleberry. Senator Mitch McConnell ignoring reporters' questions and speaking publicly Thursday that as President Trump
$1,000. Winning tickets were sold at a pilot in Simpsonville, a Circle Care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
5%. Glad someone's making sense.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service.
WCLU Local News Time is 6:22. We have a temperature reading of 57 degrees at this hour. In area funeral announcements this hour, Alvin Harden, age 64, of Burkesville, died Wednesday at his home. He was a retired mechanic for Speedway International in Indianapolis. He is survived. Big John Bewley, age 73, of Cleveland, will be at 11 o'clock this morning at the Patton Funeral Home's Brownsville Chapel, determined to be in the Kinzer Cemetery. Services for Patricia Lynn Wolf, age 55, of Canby, Indiana, will be today at 1 o'clock at the Norris New Funeral.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a a brand new facility. None of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy. Excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
A hometown experience with honest people, a novel idea, not at shopping for a vehicle. Times are tough and buying a vehicle is a big decision. Dad prides himself in having honest employees who will help in any way they can, before and after. You a hometown experience with honest people. Now that's an idea you can bank on.
57 degrees, 627. Let's turn to local sports. The Glasgow football team will face its first road test of the season tonight when they visit Bardstown. The Scotties are 1-0 after last week's win over Russellville, where the Tigers came in at 0-1.
Sports here on WCLU. We have some scores from the girls and boys soccer tonight, since it is Friday night. Let's get right into it. First up, we have some boys soccer scores from both Barron County and Glasgow. On Tuesday, the boys soccer team for Barron County took on Monroe County, defeating them 4-0. And then they were action once again last night, tying with Campbellsville at 0. And then we see on Monday night action once again for Glasgow on Thursday, being defeated by Taylor County 4-1. On the girls' side of things, Barron County only played one game this week on Tuesday, winning 5-0, and then Glasgow has been in action twice this week. Glasgow defeated Monroe County the day before on Monday 5-2, and then once again on Tuesday played back-to-back games, and then Glasgow defeated Hart County on Tuesday 4-0. Then over on the volleyball side of things, we see Barron County and Adair County going at it on Monday. Barron County comes out victorious in that matchup. And then once again on Tuesday, right back at it, Barron County is defeated by Caverna. And then after that, we see Glasgow on the volleyball courts as well. On the 22nd, they defeated Hart County 2-1. And then yesterday, they played Edmonson County and lost 2-0. And then tonight we'll see some action on the gridiron, of course. It is Friday Night Lights. Barron County will take on Allen County Scottsville. Kickoff is set for 7.
WCLUradio.com and EPB Channel 6.
Everybody loves. Head on over to WCLU Radio on Facebook for everything else you need in your life.
6:31 on WCLU. Let's put a smile on and enjoy the day together here on WCLU. And Ray Stajic says it's going to be a very, very pleasant day to enjoy. Let's check the forecast.
Beautiful weather over the next few days. May have some showers, thunderstorms in here by Monday afternoon. Jury's still out what happens with Harvey. Powerful hurricane getting ready to slam into the Texas coast. And that thing could linger for days. All right, so that's going to be the big story weather-wise across the country. And our story is going to be the beautiful weather over the next few days. And possibly next week, some of that moisture getting here, we'll have to see. Forecast guidance in a longer range all over the place with that.
All right, Ray, let's check out the morning's current conditions here. The barometer is... let me get the barometer reading up here. It is 30.11 this morning, and the humidity is at 89%. The winds are out of the northeast at 3 miles an hour. We recorded no precipitation in the past 24 hours, but with that 89% humidity reading and 56-degree temperature reading, we got a good combination for getting things going in the right direction today. Here on WCLU, 56 degrees. Saturday.
Your change in the bottom of your purse. Did you know that loose change could help someone struggling to pay their electric bill? The Glasgow EPB has partnered with Community Relief for a new roundup program. By agreeing to have your EPB bill rounded to the next highest dollar, the change will be provided to Community Relief to help the less fortunate.
Get your Ralphie on.
Here we go, round one of the birthdays this morning as we share with some special folks on their special days today. And we look at the weekend birthdays, too. First of all, today we've got Ms. Miriam Gibson celebrating a birthday, Ms. Linda Belcher, Ms. Connie Vance Pointer, all having birthdays today. It's the 49th birthday of Daryl Hurt. Harley Wiley is turning 90 today as well. Harley, we're going to sound that gong for you here. So let's shift over to Saturday. A bunch of Saturday birthdays been coming in here, and we want to celebrate a centenarian tomorrow. Miss Ruth Stevens. Miss Ruth Stevens is going to be 100 tomorrow, and Miss Ruth Stevens' friends are certainly looking forward to celebrating the 100th birthday of Miss Ruth Stevens tomorrow. Joanne Lyle has a birthday. Betty Durrett, Richardson, Dante Paul, Joan Edwards, Keith Jones, and David Powell. 651-9149-800-956-1023 on.
Not every family is blessed with financial success. It's a daily struggle to keep food on the table and a roof over their head. Hello, I'm Ben Rogers. Since 1981, I've been helping families threatened by debt collectors, garnishment, and foreclosure. Schedule a free in Glasgow, Kentucky.
Mom, we up there. Wow! Boring. Wow! Hey, let's go to the warehouse. Okay. Wow, look how tall that carpet is. Look how soft the carpet is.
Hey, boys, y'all come back to Parish Carpet, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm sure glad we came to Parish Carpet.
Personal service is what it's all about at Bailey Gibson. From the showroom to the service bay, we offer the most approach in business. Bailey Gibson customers know they can depend on us for the best price on their newer used vehicle. Stop by or give us a call and find out what true personal service is all about.
Come on, give my dandy a call.
Let me add Junior Morrison's name to the. If memory serves me correctly from earlier in the week, is a good. We are headed back down memory lane to sort of review some of the things that have made a big impact on our community. Anyway, Dr. Bushong, he could afford one, there it says. 1927, we have this story out of it's not a story, it's an advertisement. Pretty interesting, though. This is in the Glasgow Times in 1927. Kind of paints the picture of the way things were. It says here you can call Hatchett and Greer. Phone 221, formerly Farmer's Garage, for tire service, free air service, and general repairing. They have 15 hours a day service. A daughter, Judith Carroll. The father, it will be recalled, won the Congressional Medal of Honor for his heroism with the Marine Corps in World War II. But this is probably equally as exciting as winning that award when his young daughter, Miss Judy, was born to Mr. and Ms. Richard Earl Bush, 1947. 1957, another neat couple that have Ms. Addis Britt were pictured in the current issue of the Kentucky Utilities Employee magazine, in connection with the recent presentation of a 30-year diamond-studded service pin. It says here the article which accompanied the photo of him and Mrs. Britt reviewed the conscientious devotion to his work in his 30 years with the company, which he began in Glasgow and returned with a promotion. So, we got this fellow here that's working for the railroad, and then Mr. Addis Britt is working for KU, and Glasgow Scotty cheerleaders in 1960, Daily Times in 1977, that congratulated the Smiths, Charles and Carol and Brent and Jenny, for the outstanding dairy couple in the Nashville division. I'm sorry, Angela. Thanks for picking up. I thought maybe that might have been somebody that was going to help me with those names, but it wasn't. Yeah, I went away. Now I've circled back. Anyway, we talked about the outstanding dairy couple there from 1977. Let's go to 1987. Some big sports news here. This was the day that it came out in the paper that the Glasgow Scotty football team was rated third in the AP preseason poll, following Mayfield and Fort Knox in Class 2A. This preseason, you must have had some horsepower coming back if you rank that high. Nelson Metal Products Corporation is named the General Motors Supplier of the Year. On Monday, we'll have more information for you. And we do thank the folks who do the digging, folks like Gail Berry and Mary Jones and Ray Green. And let's see, what else we have?
At Fire Pit Spirits, our #1 service and our huge selection. So if you do drink alcohol, we want you to do so responsibly. Get the service you deserve in our store or in our convenient ahead at 678 Beer, and we'll have it ready for you. We built our store from the ground up to ensure the largest selection and variety. But if we don't have what you're looking for, let us know. We appreciate your business here at Fire Pit Spirits in Glasgow.
You're watching WCLU's Live and Local Morning Show on all your favorite social...
I know, right? I saw it and I was like, have to have it. Is this suede? It's suede. I love suede.
That's why we're there, with renter's insurance when things go wrong, but also here with a rewards credit card. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Mike Bryant in Glasgow today.
Let's futures.
56 degrees now at WCLU. It is 6:53, and we need to let you know the why. Liz is retiring. Find Liz and pat her on the back and tell her that she's good as gold. She's a very, very, very nice lady, and has had a stellar career out there at Lions Company. So be sure and pat Liz Kopus on the back. Tell her she's good as gold. From her friends here at WCLU, and a little taste of Texas.
Berry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessonberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessonberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow.
The Hometown Feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service offer you.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is
continue to have low humidity, temperatures down below average. Still, we should average about 90 this time of year, and we'll continue to watch now what happens next week with leftover moisture from what is now a powerful Hurricane Harvey in the Gulf of Mexico. Some guidance suggesting maybe some moisture getting in here, but not today. A few clouds around this morning. Beautiful drive in and a smile on your face this afternoon. Can't wait to get home to 82 and sunshine. Tonight, clear 56. Good-looking weekend, mostly sunny both days. Low to mid-80s, and maybe some wet weather getting in here Monday, Tuesday of next week. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, the Weather Channel on WCLU. Your home for local.
Pressure's at 3011, humidity at 89%. Northeast winds at 3 miles an hour. No precip in the past 24 hours, and a great feel to the day. You know, Ray says smile on your face coming home. I'm thinking it looks pretty good to smile on your face this morning with a very pleasant 56 degrees at WCLU. Weather brought to you by your good folks at South Central Bank. Where can you
iPay, you can. iPay allows you to draft money into your electric account online or at our office. The myusage.com website lets you keep track of how much electricity you're using and lets you know your current balance. When your account's getting low, you can get reminders to add more money to your electric account by text or email. With iPay, there's no due date, no late fees. Sign up for iPay at the EPB office at 100 Mallory Drive.
A hometown experience with honest people, a novel idea, not at Bailey Gibson. We understand you work hard for your money and deserve the best when shopping for a vehicle. Times are tough, and buying a vehicle is a big decision. Dad prides himself in having honest employees who will help in any way they can, before and after your purchase. Now,
Next
that's
Step
an idea you
Ministries,
can
they
bank
have
on.
a surplus of gently used clothing items they're offering to the community tomorrow morning starting at 9 o'clock in the parking lot beside the Hall Place off of South Green Street. Monetary donations will be accepted. Also tomorrow, the Avenue Church at 315 Columbia Avenue hosting back-to-school and fall clothing giveaway for children ages birth through high school. It's from 9 until noon out at the Avenue Church at 315 Columbia Avenue. Coming right back, we are going to be playing Friday morning trivia, so y'all come on back with us.
This month,
BR Tire. We're always on call, and we answer the call. We know that's what keeps our loyal customers coming back season after season, year after year. With so many vying for your business, improving our service is not just a good practice department. We work hard to make it easy for you to choose us. No one keeps you rolling like BR Tire on Lovers Lane in Bowling Green and West Main Street in Glasgow.
You love all-day breakfast.
I love all-day breakfast.
But you didn't love that you couldn't get all your favorites all day. But now you love that you can get more all day, like
McGriddles.
So you'll have to find something else to not love, like that itch you can't scratch. Or when people use speakerphone in public.
Seriously, you can't tell a soul.
I promise I won't tell anyone.
For real, okay?
Or accidentally watching episode 4 before you've seen episode 3.
When did DeAndre become an alien?
Get more choices you love. Now
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patience and know he's going to put his heart into it.
Go ahead at 678 Beer.
Extreme Fitness for Women, Extreme Health Club. Those are places you could visit free of charge if you win trivia, which we're going to do in just a second, courtesy of Extreme.
Extreme Health Club is excited to announce the addition of Extreme Blends, healthy smoothies, and more. Now, when you go to Extreme, you can refuel before you work out or recover with delicious flavors like chocolate thinny mint and strawberry slam. Or you can get meal replacements, whole food blends, healthy smoothies, and more. Will be open to the public, not just Extreme members. So spread the word and get ready for the grand opening. That's Extreme Blends, healthy smoothies, and more at Extreme Health Club, 105 Myrtle Street, Glasgow.
Numbers to call, 651-9149, 800-956-1023. You're going to win if you can answer this question. Friday, local trivia. Here we go. Where is the Kentucky Correctional Institution for Women? You could say, where is the state prison for women? But it's called the Kentucky Correctional Institution for Women. Where is it? 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. Hello, trivia.
Pee Wee Valley.
That's right. Who is this speaking?
Sharon Gilson.
Hey, how you doing, Sharon?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you, Henry?
I'm all right. So, let's see. Can you tell everybody where Pee Wee Valley is?
Scott has no idea.
Okay, all right. Well, but he knows the name of the joint, huh?
Yeah, I guess he dated some women from there. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's Besky. Pee Wee Valley, that is the home of the Kentucky Correctional Institution for Women. And I haven't been there, but the pictures looks like it's a nice facility, or it's maybe been rebuilt or upgraded or something like that. So, we've had, we always have guys who commit crime. You're going to wind up in Eddyville.
Yeah.
So
that's where Scott, that's where Scott's from.
Yes, I know that. And so now somebody says, so if you tell a girl, better not mess up or you'll wind up at Pee Wee Valley. So anyway, Sharon, I was just going to throw that out there. Smoothie would be good about 10 o'clock this morning.
It sounds great.
Okay. See you, Sharon. Bye-bye.
See you, Henry. Bye-bye.
Sharon Gilson, that's right. It is Pee Wee Valley. That's where the Kentucky Correctional Institution for Women happens to be. It's in Shelby County. If you didn't know that, then we're in. Appreciate all the folks out at Extreme, the Extreme family of businesses, for recognizing how much fun trivia is and how much fun you can have when you visit any of their facilities. And you should check it out for sure. It's 5 minutes after 7 o'clock. It's 56 degrees. And up next is the Live and Local.
Told to prepare for Hurricane Harvey.
At first I wasn't really worried about it until everyone at work was talking about it. So that's why I'm just preparing everything, getting some food.
Harvey's expected to make landfall late tonight or early tomorrow. CBS's Steve Futterman.
A Category 3 hurricane is powerful. It has winds of between 111 and 129 miles per hour. And hurricane experts say a Category 3 will cause devastating damage. So people here in Corpus Christi are in for a very tough few days.
National Hurricane Center specialist David Zielinski.
The biggest threat still is a surge along the immediate coastline and very, very heavy rain that's going to last for several days along a large portion of the Texas and Louisiana Gulf Coast.
He says parts of Texas could get some 30 inches of rain this weekend. CBS News Update, I'm Peter King.
This is WCLU Glasgow, WCLU-FM Munfordville, W253BN Glasgow, services of Royce Radio Incorporated.
Sandy Kerr of Glasgow is proof that dental implants from Dr. Jim Thurman and Glasgow Dental Care are appropriate at any age, particularly with the kind of problems she was having.
You cannot eat. It's hard to talk. It's very uncomfortable. You lose all your confidence. You can put up with it if you have the nerve. I didn't. I'm still young.
And sometimes it can be downright scary.
We went to a wedding in Orlando at Walt Disney World. In riding one of the rides, I realized that I couldn't scream because my teeth would fall out. So I had to grit my teeth so they wouldn't fall out.
So Sandy began the implant process with Dr. Thurman, and the process had a positive effect on her.
I do not regret doing it. I learned so much, and the people and associates out there are great, friendly, offer to help you any chance they can. They're just family now.
The bottom line is,
it changes your life completely.
Call for an appointment at 270-651-5939. Glasgow Dental Care. Doctors Thurman, Cassidy, and Riley.
What time is it? It's burger o'clock. Head to Colton's Steakhouse and Grill for lunch. Get a hamburger, cheeseburger, or Montana burger and fries for only $6.99. These fresh ground half-pound burgers are handcrafted, grilled over open flames, and made to order. All meals include peanuts and hot, delicious rolls and honey. Colton's Steakhouse and Grill in Glasgow, Bardstown, Campbellsville, and Radcliffe. We know what's at stake. And burgers, too.
Why do I choose ISU Pettigo Lessenberry to provide insurance coverage for my home? It's because they make me think about things I never would have thought about on my own. From being a first-time homeowner and then becoming a father, Pettigo Lessenberry always reminded me about the risks that were out there and the smart and sensible way to make sure I'm taking the right steps and getting the coverage I need. I know I can call on them when I have any questions, and if I don't ask them, they'll probably point it out to me. That's going the extra mile.
Growing with a proud community since 1902, Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance Agency.
This is Sarah Gibson Zoltz. My daughter Lola thinks all vehicles at Bailey Gibson are dandies because that's the name of her grandfather, Dandy Gibson. She knows her dandy works hard to get the best deals for families on new Buicks and GMCs. He hand selects the inventory, giving the best choices. And she knows he wants everybody to be happy each time they come for a visit.
He always gives me $5.
Yeah, we're still working on that one. Seriously, this is the time to see Bailey Gibson's selection of Encores, Envisions, Enclaves, LaCrosse, and Regals, with special incentives to make this the time to buy.
Plus, they're all dandies.
See for yourself the corner of Lexington Drive and Happy Valley in the heart of Glasgow. We are Bailey Gibson.
Bailey Gibson, they're my deal-making, handshaking, wheel-turning, hard-working
7:09, 56 degrees. Stand by for the live and local 7 o'clock morning edition. We'll kick it off with the top story at 7, but we needed to kick off the weekend by understanding how the weather's going to be, and just all you need to know is nice.
Beautiful weather over the next few days. Not expecting much in the way of even cloud cover, especially on through today, and the numbers will stay down. May have some showers, thunderstorms in here by Monday afternoon. Jury's still out what happens with Harvey. Powerful hurricane getting ready to slam into the Texas coast. And that thing could linger for days. All right, so that's going to be the big story weather-wise across the country. And our story is going to be the beautiful weather over the next few days. And possibly next week, some of that moisture getting here, we'll have to see. Forecast guidance at a longer range all over the place with that. A few clouds this morning, pleasant. This afternoon, a few clouds around and pleasant, 82. Tonight, clear, 56. Tomorrow, sunny. Sunday, sunny. Highs low to mid-80s. Maybe some thunderstorms by Monday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Yeah, it's interesting when they factor this Harvey thing in here to see exactly how that's going to affect what otherwise is going to be a picture-perfect weekend this weekend. The barometer this morning is down at 30.11. Humidity is at 89%. We have winds out of the northeast at 3 miles an hour, and we have no precip having been registered in the rain gauge in the past 24 hours. 56 degrees now at WCLU. Let's kick off our top story at 7. News Director Angela Briggs.
Angela Briggs here with WCLU, and this is your top story at 7, where I've got Tina Hochheiser with me. How you doing this morning?
I'm good, Angela. How are you?
Great. Now, first of all, we're going to talk about the eToil Community Fair. Now,
right.
If folks put eToil in their MapQuest or in their Google Maps, where is that going to take them to? Where is eToil?
We are in southern Barron County. Go out the Roseville Road, Highway 249, out of Glasgow, south of Glasgow, approximately 10, 11 miles. Right. You're going to turn left on Highway 820, and eToil is right there.
And while it may be a small community in Barron County, y'all are doing things big this Saturday for the eToil Fair.
Yes, we are. This is the 77th annual eToil Fair.
77th annual eToil Fair.
Correct. And we are not the typical fair. We are a small community fair with a day that you can just step back in time.
Right. Now, tell me a little bit about, I noticed here you've got your brochure here. Tell me a little bit about what you guys have got going on at the, I see the rolling pin throwing contest. Now, will that be at someone, or are we going to have politicians out there to throw the...
No, it is. It's for the married couples.
Okay.
So you are imagining that your husband is standing there, and you're throwing the rolling pin at your husband.
So how long you've been married may be in direct correlation to how hard you throw them.
We actually have 2 divisions. We have the newlywed division, and then we have the older division.
So people's aim may improve the longer they're married.
Correct. Yes. We assume that the aim is getting better. They're still in that newlywed stage in the beginning.
That's great. Now, see a frog jumping contest. That's pretty cool.
That is probably that's the highlight of our day's activities, I believe. The kids get their frogs. Come with your own frog. If you do not have a frog, that doesn't matter. Come, and you will probably be able to find a frog. There is a creek that runs behind the community center where the fair is held. So the creek is one of the attractions that all of the children, they're going to end up in the creek.
Right.
So you can usually find a frog in the creek if you don't have your own frog to bring. And again, it is divided up in age divisions for the kids, not the frogs.
Right.
And the kids are on a wagon, and the frogs jump the length of the wagon, and the fastest frog wins.
Well, now that's awesome. So along with all these events too, you don't have to worry about eating before you get out to eToil.
Oh no, we are going to have food all day. We will have country ham, hamburgers, hot dogs, nachos, just your kind of fair food, and ice cream all day.
And now again, this is coming up this Saturday.
This Saturday.
And what time does it start?
9 o'clock. we will start at 9 o'clock with the Antique Tractor Show and the Cornhole Tournament. We have the baby show and the beauty contest. The Miss Etoile pageant starts at 10 o'clock with the 0 to 6 month baby girls. That's our first group. And activities throughout the day.
Now, if you all need somebody to judge this cobbler contest, I'll be more than happy to drive to Etoile judge, because I love cobblers.
How we do the cobbler contest. Last year was our first year to try this, so we are really, really hoping that we can expand on it. We were happy with our first year last year, but we would really love to have it just really expanded this year. Bring your cobbler, enter it in the contest. Everyone who is at the fair can buy tickets, and you go through and you taste all of the different cobblers. You choose your favorite one and you put your ticket in that jar, and whichever jar has the most tickets, that's the winning cobbler.
So you can definitely try some cobblers when you get those tickets.
Yes.
So you guys are really doing that big in Etoile this Saturday.
Yes, we are. Have a cake walk that night. Anyone who would like to donate a cake, just please bring that afternoon. That's always a huge success. We have athletic contests for the kids. They love to it's still the old-fashioned type athletic contest where we have the three-legged race, the standing broad jump, the events like that. A pedal pull for the kids instead of the tractor pull that a lot of your fairs have. We have a pedal pull for the children.
Well, there you go. And again, that's this Saturday beginning at 9 a.m.
Correct.
In Etoile. How much is admission?
Free.
Absolutely free.
Absolutely free. Most of the events throughout the day are free. We have a stick horse show at night for the kids ages 10 and under. They bring their stick horse right around the track. That's also free. The athletic contests are free, frog jumping contest free. All of the events for the children are free. However, we do have games that you can play. The Etoile 4-H provides games, and there's a small fee for that. And all of the proceeds from the fair go to support the 4 organizations that meet at the HB Grant Lodge, which is the Etoile Clubhouse. That's the Homemakers, the Etoile Homemakers, Etoile 4-H Club, Eastern Star, and Masons. And a large part of the proceeds go to keep the building up.
Right. And again, folks, put Etoile in your Google Maps, in your MapQuest this Saturday. If folks want more information, how can they get that? Or can they just show up out there and find out what's going on?
They can show up. We have a Facebook page, Etoile Community Fair. You can pick up flyers at the Glasgow Chamber of Commerce. Also pick up flyers. We try to keep those at Moore's Market on Highway 249 going toward Etoile, or they can just give me a call.
Right. All right, folks. Tina Hoag-Heisler with the Etoile Fair. I'll see you out there on Saturday.
All right. Sounds great, Angela. Thanks.
It's Angela Briggs with WCLU, and your top story at 7.
At Fire Pit Spirits, our #1 priority is responsibility. Number 2 and number 3 are our great service and our huge selection. So if you do drink alcohol, we want you to do so responsibly. Get the service you deserve in our store or in our convenient drive-thru window. You can even call ahead at 678-BEER and we'll have it ready for you. We built our store from the ground up to ensure the largest selection and variety. But if we don't have what you're looking for, let us know. We appreciate your business here at Fire Pit Spirits in Glasgow.
Mom, are we at Parrish Carpet Store yet? Wow! Boring. Wow! Hey, let's go to the warehouse. Okay. Wow, look how tall that carpet is. Look how soft the carpet is.
Hey, boys, y'all come back to Parrish Carpet, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm sure glad we came to Parrish Carpet.
51-8780.
In more local news, a traffic stop for reckless driving leads to a felony arrest. Cave City officer Paul Reynolds arrested 25-year-old Francis Clenard of Nashville, Tennessee last night. Officer Reynolds had seen a 2000 silver Honda SUV driving in what he describes as a careless manner on US 31. After making a traffic stop and a brief investigation, K9 Jax was deployed and didn't give a positive indication on the vehicle. Clenard was arrested, charged with careless driving, carrying a concealed deadly handgun, no operator's license, failure to maintain insurance, operating a motor vehicle while under the influence of drugs, possession of marijuana, drug paraphernalia, possession of a controlled substance, and no registration. A passenger, 23-year-old DeMarcus Hay, also of Nashville, was arrested, charged with public intoxication. Both were lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. People in the U.S. who search Google for depression on their mobile phones will soon have the option to take a screening questionnaire to test whether or not they could be depressed. The new feature, which Google spokeswoman Sandy Kadricha says will be fully rolled out on mobile in the U.S. over the next day or so, isn't meant to subvert a medical evaluation. It's meant to steer you to one if you appear depressed. Clinical depression is fairly common. About 1 in 5 Americans experience an episode once in their lifetime, but only about 50% will be treated. The cones have been moved away, and wondering when they'll get your payment? Well, that's now a thing of the past. After working out all of the kinks in the new payment kiosk at EPB, it is now up and running and will certainly save customers time. Along with being able to use the kiosk 7 days a week and 24 hours every day, Bill Anderson with EPB says now cash payments will post almost immediately.
The coolest thing about it is that it's available 24 hours a day. And also, if you ever paid cash in our night drop, that's fine. It dropped into a safe. But now, if you use the kiosk, you can not only pay cash, just won't give you any change back, but you will also get a printed receipt. Any payment that you make posts to your account almost immediately.
The kiosk will take cash or check as well as debit and credit cards. All you have to know is your account number. And what if you don't?
We've got some little business card size cards. If they need that and don't have it handy, just drop by the drive-through window. We'll put your account number on that, and you can stick that in your wallet, in your purse, or put it in your phone, and you can use that anytime.
You can also find your account number on the My Usage app, your EPB bill, or the online portal. And officials have confirmed the presence of the West Nile virus in Kentucky's 2 largest cities. The Lexington-Fayette County Health Department said in a statement that a resident had contracted the disease, and officials would conduct mosquito spraying activities in 4 different zip codes. Meanwhile, the Louisville Metro Department of Public Health and Wellness said it had found infected mosquitoes in 6 different zip codes. Sarah Moyer, Director of Public Health and Wellness in Louisville, said in a statement that it's common to find infected mosquitoes this time of year. She said residents could take precautions such as wearing bug repellent outside at dusk and dawn and removing any standing water from in and around your home. Most people infected by the virus have mild symptoms, but serious illnesses can occur. Last year, 1 Louisville resident died from the virus. 26-year-old Andrew Maxfield of Tennessee was arrested Wednesday following a pursuit 2 miles west of Albany. Maxfield was arrested following the pursuit that started back in Tennessee by the Tennessee Highway Patrol. The pursuit crossed into Kentucky and Clinton County and came to an end when Maxfield wrecked his 2015 Toyota SUV in the city limits of Albany near the fairgrounds. He then fled on foot and was later apprehended, charged with speeding, driving on a DUI suspended license, no insurance, reckless driving, and fleeing or evading police 1st degree, as well as assault 3rd degree and wanton endangerment. He was lodged in the Clinton County Jail. 11 troopers from Post 15, including 1 K9 unit, and officers from the Tennessee Highway Patrol, Albany Police Department, and the Clinton County Sheriff's Office assisted with the apprehension. And in local 911 activity, 2 motor vehicle accidents with injury yesterday morning, 1 on East Main Street and 1 on Tompkinsville Road. Glasgow Fire Police, the ambulance service, the Sheriff's Office, and Temple Hill Volunteer Fire Departments responded. Temple Hill, along with the Austin Tracy Volunteer Fire Departments, responded to a hay fire last night on Tompkinsville Road. With WCLU Local News, I'm Angela Briggs. It's 7:23 a.m., 56 degrees.
Many different factors come into play when dealing with an accident with an 80,000-pound vehicle. Because of federal and state regulations governing truck drivers, it is important to contact Rogers & Driver immediately. With more and more tractor-trailers on the road, it's important to be prepared. They aren't concerned with the rights of the victim. If you've been injured in a collision with a tractor-trailer throughout Kentucky or Tennessee, Rogers & Driver can handle your case.
At PBI.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Ed Huckleberry. A new trial is ordered for two men convicted of killing a woman 25 years ago as part of an alleged satanic ritual. Jeffrey Dwayne Clark and Gar Keith Harden spent more than 20 years in prison for the murder of Rhonda Warford, but new DNA evidence prompted a judge to vacate their convictions and order a new trial. On Thursday, the Kentucky Supreme Court upheld that order. A Hardin County man is charged with sexually abusing two people at an assisted living facility.
When visiting a patient at an Elizabethtown assisted living facility, E-Town police officer Chris Denham tells WLKY that 62-year-old Charles Ball went uninvited into the rooms of two elderly men.
And he later confessed to touching two of the residents' penises.
Ball is charged with 2 counts of burglary and 2 counts of sex abuse. His neighbor Mike Williams tells WLKY it's disturbing.
I don't know what to say. To see somebody like that, it's weird.
Ball's wife says what happened was a misunderstanding and said the family's lawyer would be sorting things out. I'm Suzanne Duval.
Governor Bevin says the former head of the state's public pension system would be serving time had he managed private retirement dollars. The governor yesterday told a group of local leaders in Louisville that Bill Thielen, the former director of the Kentucky retirement system, mismanaged the accounts. Thielen says the governor doesn't know what he's talking about. A string of car break-ins in Jessamine County has police looking for 3 suspects. Sheriff Alan Peel tells WKYT the thieves are getting away with things like wallets and purses.
The chances of something like that happening is always there, and your personal ID, your wallet, driver's license information is very valuable, and people can take those and use them to commit criminal acts.
No arrests have been made in the break-ins. I'm Ed Huckleberry.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
We pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Think train.
7:26. Let's turn into a little sports activity and to get our Friday morning sports report with Aaron.
It's time for sports here on WCLU. We have some scores from the girls and boys soccer fields, the volleyball courts, and some matchups that'll be happening on the gridiron tonight, since it is Friday night. Let's get right into it. First up, we have some boys soccer scores from both Barron County and Glasgow. On Tuesday, the boys soccer team for Barron County took on Monroe County, defeating them 4-0, and then they were action once again last night, tying with Campbellsville at 0. And then we see on Monday night, Glasgow, it was in action against Grayson County, winning 4-0, and then the boys soccer team was in action once again for Glasgow on Thursday, being defeated by Taylor County 4-1. On the girls' side of things, Barron County only played one game this week against Monroe County on Tuesday, winning 5-0, and then Glasgow has been in action twice this week. Glasgow defeated Monroe County the day before on Monday 5-2, and then once again on Tuesday played back-to-back games, and then Glasgow defeated Hart County on Tuesday 4-0. Then over on the volleyball side of things, we see Barron County and Adair County going at it on Monday. Barron County comes out victorious in that matchup, and then once again on Tuesday, right back at it. Barron County is defeated by Caverna, and then after that we see Glasgow on the volleyball courts as well. On the 22nd, they defeated Hart County 2-1, and then yesterday they played Edmondson County and lost 2-0. And then tonight we'll see some action on the gridiron, of course. It is Friday Night Lights. Berrien County will take on Allen County Scottsville. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. Greene County and Caverna will face off. Once again, a 7 o'clock kickoff. Metcalf and Hart County, this time being at Metcalf County. Once again, 7 o'clock kickoff. And then we do see a little oddball here. Glasgow and Bardstown taking on over at Scotty Field. Kickoff is set for 8 p.m. And that's all we've got here in the way of sports. Here on the WCLU Sports Rundown, I'm Aaron. Here on the WCLU Sports Rundown on WCLUsports.com and on WCLU Radio.
.29 now at WCLU and 56 degrees. What we need to do now is to brag on the weather, and let's go ahead and switch to Staff Meteorologist Ray Stajic to get a feel for where we're going with this today.
Some great weather over the next few days. We'll continue to have low humidity, temperatures down below average. Still, we should average about 90 this time of year, and we'll continue to watch now what happens next week with leftover moisture from what is now a powerful Hurricane Harvey in the Gulf of Mexico. Some guidance suggesting maybe some moisture getting in here, but not today. A few clouds around this morning. Beautiful drive in and a smile on your face this afternoon. Can't wait to get home to 82 and sunshine. Tonight, clear 56. Good-looking weekend, mostly sunny both days, low to mid-80s, and maybe some wet weather getting in here Monday, Tuesday of next week. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. 56 degrees at WCLU.
If you find yourself in need of an attorney who specializes in family cases, you want someone who knows all the ins and outs of the case. Tracy Peppers has experience outside of her law practice that gives her an insight not all attorneys can match.
I have spent my career helping families in need as a social worker, CDW, and family advocate. Call me, Tracy Peppers, attorney at law, for all your family law needs at 270-651-7101 or stop by 222 West Washington Street here in Glasgow.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Personal service is what it's all about at Bailey Gibson. From the showroom to the service bay, we offer the most up-to-date service and sales available. If you know Dad, you know he's not too keen on high-tech gadgets. His flip phone is about as techy as he gets. Because of Dad's down-to-earth approach in business, Bailey Gibson customers know they can depend on us for the best price on their newer used vehicle. Stop by or give us a call and find out what true personal service is all about.
Come on, give my Danny a call.
Well,
I love it.
I know, right? I saw it and I was just like, oh, I have to have it. Is it suede?
Suede. Love suede.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Well, I love it. I know, right? I saw it and I was like, have to have it. Is it suede? It's suede. I love suede.
That's why we're there with renter's insurance when things go wrong, but also here with a rewards credit card to help life go right. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Mike Bryant in Glasgow today.
Hey, Eddie, I want to show you this gold that I found. What can you do with this?
Well, let me see, Kelly.
Whoa. You're the Magic Man.
Not to be confused with Magic Mike.
Okay, all right, let's try this again. Here's some silver.
Watch this.
Seriously? How do you do that? You keep turning everything into cash.
Well, I'm the Magic Man. Not to be confused with Magic Mike.
Okay, I'm still in disbelief. One more time. I cleaned out my jewelry box. I found all of this old jewelry that I'm never going to wear again. Let's just see if your magic works on this.
Told you. I'm the Magic Man, Kelly.
I know. Not to be confused with Magic Mike.
Glasgow Coin and Jewelry is the place to go to turn your gold, silver, coins, or jewelry into cash. Go see Eddie, the Magic Man, located on North Public Square, downtown Glasgow, or call 834-1441. That's 834-1441.
The Glasgow EPB is on Facebook and Twitter. Be the first to know when the EPB makes improvements such as new channels or new services. Wondering what's going on during an outage? The EPB provides constantly updated information that you can receive via Twitter on your cell phone. Plus, learn great new tips to lower your bill. On Facebook, just search for Glasgow Electric Plant Board and click the like button at the top right. On Twitter, search for the Glasgow EPB, then follow us and have updates linked to your cell phone. The Glasgow EPB, bringing you the future fast.
I'm here to announce the launch of McDonald's new signature sriracha sandwich, and they decided to turn it up. It's topped with crispy onions, fresh baby spinach, and kale. Onions and baby cream. That's not all. They decided to turn it up even more. They created an exclusive sriracha mac sauce with just the right kick of spice. Yeah, but it's here only for a limited time. The McDonald's signature sriracha sandwich. Where are you going?
ElmoreAuction.com. And at 7:34, we need to talk about birthdays today. Ralphie's Fun Center says, boy, do we love fun.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Let's get the birthdays all caught up here. We had a cute call here from a lady who wanted to wish her friend Louise a happy, actually this is her friend Louise call to say she wanted to wish her friend Norma Luke a birthday today. She said she's 88. Don't know whether you want to tell that or not. I think I do, because it is so nice to have a friend that thinks a whole lot of you. But Norma Luke to know that she has a lot of folks hoping she has a wonderful 88th birthday. Junior Morrison is 64. Harley Wiley is 90. Daryl Hertz, 49. Connie Vance Pointer, Linda Belcher, and Miriam Gibson. On Saturday, we're celebrating with Joyce Hancock DeVore, who's going to be 83. Randy Ford, Sherry Combs. Dillard Rigsby is 78. Aubrey Shea Gross is 2. We also have Cheryl Lynn Hogan turning 56. Melanie Hayden, that's Nellie's granddaughter, is going to be sounding the 30 gong on Saturday. Shelley Saltzman, Madison Lynn Branham, Betty Durrett, Joanne Lyle. The Big E tomorrow is a very nice lady, Ms. Ruth Stevens. She is going to be a centenarian. Miss Ruth Stevens is going to be 100 years old tomorrow on the 26th. Congratulations. And then on Sunday, it's Melba Richardson's birthday. Dante Paul, Joan Edwards, Keith Jones going to be 48, and David Powell with a birthday on Sunday. And that's a good list here this morning. Let us know at 651-9149-800-956-1023 online, WCLUradio.com. All right, we're switching to episode 1 of something that I don't know a whole lot about, but I bet it's going to be good. This is episode 1 of the Cowboy and Roberto Show. Here we go from Bailey Gibson, Buick GMC.
Hello, I'm Bob Parker. I'm a salesman at Bailey Gibson. We have some very nice cars here. We have one we're going to look at today that's an inexpensive car. I'm also known as Roberto. Hablamos Espanol.
I'm Terry Hagan, better known as Cowboy to a lot of my friends. I work at Bailey Gibson, and we'd like for you to come in, get acquainted with us, look at the kind of vehicles we got. And we're going to start weekly doing a program that we're going to be test driving vehicles. That way you get an idea of what we've got before you come in. If you're lucky, I might even tell you a good joke along the way. Now what you have right here is a 2010 Chevrolet Malibu 4-cylinder LT car. Great on fuel mileage. You're getting about 32 to 34 miles to the gallon on the highway, and in town you're going to get about 22 to 24. It's got your cruise. It's got your steering wheel controls here where you can control your radio. Especially, I like to listen to my radio when I'm going down the road. And, of course, I've always got mine preset on the stations that I like to listen to. As you can see, I'm on WCLU Light right now. That's what I like to listen to. I've got my steering wheel controls, as I was telling you. I can check my odometer, everything about it. I've got my little change pocket over here. A lot of times I need change for toll roads or if I'm going through the drive-through. This does have the remote start on it. I mean, I can be sitting in my house when it's winter, crank my vehicle up, and it's warm when I get in it. And it goes to the same thing in the summertime. I can have it good and cool when I get in it. Just asking like $10,995 for this car. It's got 44,000 miles on it. You're talking about low mileage. Wow. It's 7-year-old. Now, I mean, that is a bargain, especially for that first-time car buyer or that payment buyer. And right here, best thing they ever put on a vehicle, we've got our OnStar. See this right here? It's got a cross on it. We call it the SOS button. You get so many months free when you purchase a vehicle from Bailey Gibson of OnStar and XM Radio. You're involved in an accident, you immediately have help comes on. They stay on the line with you until emergency services get there. You have, I know I have friends that have some health issues. I'm going down the road. If they get sick, I can always push that and get me an ambulance there that quick. It has your power seats, got your traction control, got your tilt steering wheel. Of course, I don't know if you've got a girlfriend or if you're married, but you've got your mirror where they can see to put their makeup on, check their hair and all that kind of stuff.
This is a really nice car, and it looks like it's been very well kept. I'm concerned about the payment. See, I'm looking for a car for my girlfriend, and my wife is not going to want me to spend a lot of money on it, and I'm thinking maybe $200 a month payment. Would that be possible?
Oh, it is with a respectable credit. You can get there, yes.
Well, my credit is good, and I had no idea.
Well, let's take it for a ride, shall we?
Oh, yes, sir, definitely.
Well, I better put my seatbelt on.
Yes, because it's the law.
Are you a safe driver?
Yes, I am.
Roberto, tell me that deal you got about anybody that comes and buys a car from you and the free eggs.
Well, we talked to the owner, and he told us that if someone comes down with a chicken, they will get a discount on the car, and if they buy the car, they actually will get a dozen free eggs.
And country eggs.
Country eggs, yes.
And those are what color?
Blue, brown, and dark brown.
All right. What do you think about that, Terry?
I think that sounds like a real deal. You know, one thing about it is, when you deal with Roberto or myself, you're going to have a good time. And he's got some good chicken stories. I really like the one about Fat Bottom.
Well, you know, Fat Bottom's deceased. I wish you hadn't have brought that up.
Well, I'm sorry to hurt your feelings.
I'm not really over it yet. But
well, do I need to get a handkerchief?
Do you have a tissue?
I could get you one, sir. I'm sorry, honey.
That's all right.
I'm sorry about that poor old chicken dying.
Well, you know, she was one of my favorites.
But you know what? She's in a better place.
Yes, she is.
Why do they call you Cowboy, Terry?
Well, because for many, many years I always wore cowboy boots. And with my cowboy boots and hats and everything else, and an old man gave me that nickname many years ago. You know, it's a funny thing, but if you look at my legs from there down, I ain't got a hair one where I wore boots alone. And that's why they call me Cowboy, because I like my cowboy
I'm
boots.
glad you told me that. I thought you were shaving them.
No. Me no shave them, dude.
Watch out now. Didn't you see that?
I told you I was a safe driver.
All right.
Thank you for coming down to Bailey Gibson and going on a test drive with us today. Me and Roberto, Cowboy Roberto, come see us in this beautiful Malibu that we've got on special for you today.
See what's new at the Empty Nest, because there's always an occasion or a reason to shop, giving you fresh ideas and a great selection. We're here to help. That's what we do.
415 S.L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
Don't forget, we are patting on the back today by special request Liz Kopus. Liz is retiring today from Lions Company after a number of years of service. She's a very nice gal, and I hope you get the chance to pat her on the back and tell her she's good as gold from her friends here at WCLU and a little taste of Texas. Speaking of nice gals, we've got one in the studio this morning.
Good morning.
It's Nicole Randall. Nicole Randall is a name that folks are familiar with. She is involved in sales and marketing at SCRTC, and she is also the co-chair of the expo that's coming up here on Tuesday, the Business Expo, something that has grown. And I like the fact that expo resembles the word explode, because that's what this event has done. Nicole, good to have you here, and I want you to tell us a little bit about what folks are going to be able to enjoy and take advantage of with the big Business Expo that's coming up on Tuesday out at Ralphie's Fun Center, man.
Oh, I'd love to talk about that. And I know we've heard a lot about it from you and here and sitting on marquees and everything.
Yeah.
But let's talk this morning about, like you said, the Explode, why you want to be there.
Yeah,
okay?
Well, it's important to get there because of the fact that folks are going to have surprises, and I want this to be the time that people come and see what's so special about our community.
Well, let's start first thing. We have got every year one of the key things we do is we bring in great keynote speakers and people that you want to hear, people that are worth your time. So this year the guest is Darnell Ferguson.
Yeah,
he is cool. He has got, if you do even want to just Google him, you will find out he has got a great story, not only of personal triumph but of business triumph, which is why he ties in with the South Central Kentucky Business Expo.
Wonderful.
So basically, Darnell started off homeless. I mean, he didn't have any direction, didn't have anything, so he found his passion in cooking. Okay. So he's done so well with that he's been on things like Rachel Ray, Bobby Flay. He's been on, and like that. So he's a personal triumph. He's risen as well.
Yes.
And then business-wise, he owns restaurants, several restaurants, one in Louisville called Super Chefs, and done great with that. But his business actually burned, was burned, and he has rebuilt that and grown that to what it is today. So he's a great speaker, going to talk about that. And what's really cool is, so every year, we've been doing this for about 8 years, the Business Expo. So and if doing an event, you've got to find ways to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Why do people want to keep coming?
And y'all have always done good with speakers, and this one is no exception to the rule, for sure.
That's right. So we got to find out kind of ways to make it fresh. And so this year, we're going to do a breakfast. So everybody likes food, right? That's another way to get...
that seems to be the passion.
That's good. That's good. But what's really cool is we are partnering with the Barron County High School and Glasgow High School culinary arts classes. And that's a unique partnership, too. And it fits perfect with our speaker because he's going to be able to talk with them and mentor them and everything. So they're going to be the ones that's serving the breakfast that morning.
I think it's going to be a neat way for people to get to see that how excellently run these programs are, these culinary arts programs.
Totally. I mean, that's a big deal for these kids to be able to do something of this magnitude.
Yes, it is.
Well, so when the speaker's over, the booths are going to be open to the public at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And this is why the public wants to be there. I mean, first of all, we've got over 70 booths there that people can go around and see. And the main, I guess the mission statement is to see how you can step outside what you do and partner with local businesses. So it's to grow that. So. Right. But when you go around and look at the businesses, you'll not only get to talk to the people that are integral with that business, but the booths are going to have great giveaways when you're there too.
There's the way that Ralphie's Fun Center lays it out. It's just a nice little sort of a place to have it happen. Everybody, you kind of feel like you're at something for sure.
It is amazing. I mean, tell you, Jason and the staff at Ralphie's is top notch. If you've been to Ralphie's, you know how amazing it is in its own element.
That's right.
How you can have fun and do all that, but when you go to a business setting, you are blown away.
No question about it.
The skating area is It's not. It looks for me to. You can't even see it in your mind because it's so well laid out. It's got pipe and it's got drape and it's got direction, and it looks just like a professional setting. So
it's like a busy convention center.
It does. It does. It's amazing. But when you go in and you walk around there, you'll see things like from the SCRTC booth, for example, which is what I do.
Yeah.
We're giving away 2 giveaways, business and residential.
Okay.
So we're going to do, from the business standpoint, we're going to do a free commercial production, which has got a $250 value. So we're giving that away to a business. And from the residential side, we're going to give 1 free month of internet, and we're going to up that speed to the fastest possible for that subscriber.
Okay.
So that's a big giveaway.
That is, that is.
And
that's just for coming by and seeing the booth.
That's just for coming in and registering. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And we're not the only one. Like we've got other booths that are going to be doing very similar things. So you've got 76 booths actually, and each one of those is going to be doing very good giveaways as well. So it's something very fun for the people to come in and get educated about what we have to offer here in this South Central Kentucky region, Glasgow, and bordering areas, and then be able to see what the businesses do. We're super blessed with the potential and what we have in this area, and this is one way that the chamber feels like it's very important to be able to showcase that.
I think that's wonderful indeed. And I tell you, what we want to do here is to do the who, what, when, where, and why, so people can realize exactly what they're going to be seeing. Now, tell me this. The doors for the breakfast will open at what time?
They open at 8. With the breakfast, it is a ticketed event. So we have got tickets for that. So that's a ticketed event to sell with that, because we had to get numbers for the students to do that as well.
All right.
So that happens at 8. But at 10 o'clock is when the doors open for the vendors, for you to come in and see them and for them to interact with each other. So 10 o'clock's really when you need to be there. And then they go till 3.
Okay.
So that's the area that you walk in and do that. For business people, it's especially wonderful to see. Even if you don't have a booth there, but you've got a business, you want to go in and you can see, hey, what can I partner with? What are opportunities out there that I can grow my business?
Sure.
So that's the great time to be there from 10 to 3 at Ralphie's.
And it's gonna. I bet you that there's going to be a lot of stragglers at the end because it just seems to me like it's a nice setup, and folks are going to have trouble wanting to leave. And I think that'll be a good sign, It is. And when you've got so much potential in one area, you're like, you don't have to get out and go to all these places. Right. They're all in one place. So if you can maximize your opportunities and go see everybody in that one place, I mean, where else does that happen? There's no way. I bet you everybody that goes discovers at least one entity that they didn't even know existed.
It's totally right. I mean, we have everybody from, sign places to services to, hospitals. It's to media. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot. Yes, every year I've enjoyed meeting new people, and those have grown. Those opportunities have grown into partnerships, and they've grown into new business ventures, and that's the whole point, that we think connecting people is one of the main things that the chamber needs to focus on.
Well, I appreciate you coming by this morning, Nicole, to give us a good taste of it. You've been involved in it for, pretty much since the beginning.
Well, yeah, about 5 years. Yeah. So they started the first couple years and did that. But yes, I think it's very, very well worth the time. I promise you will not be disappointed when you get there.
It's too difficult to see how excited you are, Nicole.
Oh, it is. It's hard, isn't it?
It is, but it's going to be a good day. It's next Tuesday. Come out to Ralphie's Fun Center. Starting the breakfast is at 8, and the vendor area opens up at 10. And then it's just going to be a fun day all day.
It will. And if you want to come on your lunch, there will be lunch there that you can purchase there at Ralphie's.
All right. So. Okay. Well, thanks a lot. Nicole Randall, the co-chair with the big Business Expo that is going to be coming up on Tuesday at Ralphie's. You need to be out there.
We are Tire. We're always on call, and we answer the call. We know that's what keeps our loyal customers coming back season after season, year after year. With so many vying for your business, improving our service is not just a good practice, it's a necessity. From our easy-to-navigate website to our easy-to-deal-with service department, we work hard to make it easy for you to choose us. No one keeps you rolling like BR Tire on Lovers Lane in Bowling Green and West Main Street in Glasgow.
At Fire Pit Spirits, our #1 priority is responsibility. Number 2 and number 3 are our great service and our huge selection. So if you do drink alcohol, we want you to do so responsibly. Get the service you deserve in our store or in our convenient drive-thru window. You can even call ahead at 678-BEER and we'll have it ready for you. We built our store from the ground up to ensure the largest selection and variety. But if we don't have what you're looking for, let us know. We appreciate your business here at Fire Pit Spirits in Glasgow.
Mom, are we at Parish Carpet Store yet? Wow! Boring. Wow! Hey, let's go to the warehouse. Okay. Wow, look how tall that carpet is. Look how soft the carpet is.
Hey boys, y'all come back to Parish Carpet, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm sure glad we came to Parish Carpet.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
Sometimes people are injured through the carelessness of others. That's why the law requires every driver to be insured. You work hard and pay your insurance premiums.
Hello, I'm Ben Rogers. When you're injured in a car wreck, you lose income. You have medical bills, and your ability to support yourself and your family is in danger. At Rogers and Driver, we know that. When you need help, we're here on the square in Glasgow, or visit us at rogersanddriver.com.
Rogers and Driver, your local full-service injury attorneys.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Wrong for generations.
We love busy Fridays around here. Yes, we do. And let's see. I loaned my birthday list out. So I know I have, well, actually I know that Ms. Corinne Bunch is having a birthday today. Her daughter-in-law, Sheila, called up to wish Corinne Bunch a happy birthday. I want to be sure and add that one to the list. And there's some others in there that we will talk about soon. Wes is punching my, what do you want me to play, son? Okay, all right.
Good morning, friends. At Colossians 1:27, the Apostle Paul identifies Jesus with the phrase, our hope of glory. The word translated hope in that passage is one which means the happy anticipation of something favorable. And so Paul seems to be saying that Jesus is the basis of our expectation of future glory in heaven. I suppose it's the same as what Luke records in Acts 4:12 when he states that there's salvation in Christ's name and only in Christ's name. Sin is the number one problem of every person on earth. There's no one who has the ability to earn heaven by their goodness, and so it is that we must look to another source for deliverance from our sin and from ourselves. That source is found only in, by, and through Jesus Christ. Without Him, we have no hope. Without Him, we cannot have future glory. There's absolutely no way except the way of Christ. The only truth that will set man free is the truth of Christ. Only the hope of the Lord Jesus can give anyone life beyond the grave. If you've not surrendered your mind and your life to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, don't you think it's time to do so? Come to Jesus in loving obedience. Your government can't save you. Your schools can't save you. And your good deeds can't save you. Only Jesus can deliver you from yourself and from this evil world. This is Danny Wyatt for the Refuge Church of Christ.
All right, it's 7:58 and time for us to draw for the dinner winner from A Little Taste of Texas. And in the studio here this morning, we removed the cameras. So we're not going to be able to put your face, but we kept the microphone in here. All right, this is Amanda Middleton, who is going to be digging down into that size 9.5 hat and drawing out a winner of dinner at A Little Taste of Texas.
We have a winner, Casey Pettigo.
Casey Pettigo, let's see. Casey was that yesterday? Yeah.
Thursday.
Yep. Okay.
Thursdays, good as gold.
Okay, so Casey Pettigo gets to go up to A Little Taste of Texas and have dinner, and you certainly can't beat that. Thank you, ma'am.
My pleasure.
All right, 60 degrees. The news you depend on, the 8 o'clock morning edition, is coming your way next.
Shouldn't financial advice focus on you?